Once upon a time, in a magical and enchanted forest filled with tall sparkling trees, giant mushrooms, colorful flowers, and a crystal river full of sparkling fish, there lived 5 very happy and tiny dwarfs who were best friends. Their names were Dory, Finian, Oliver, Benny, and Luna, and they had a wonderful life in their little village made out of twigs and leaves deep inside the forest. Every morning, when the sun rose, the forest would come alive with magical light. All the trees sparkled in all colors of the rainbow. The flowers opened up their petals, and the birds sang happy songs. And every morning, the 5 friends would meet up by their favorite campfire and sing and dance and wave to all their friends as they went about their day as adventures. One morning after their song and dance session, the friends noticed a little blue bird sitting quietly on a nearby leaf. He was a beautiful little bird with shiny blue feathers, but he was very sad. "Why are you so sad?" asked Dory, the red-hat dwarf. "I've lost my nest," the bluebird sadly replied. "A strong wind must have blown it away during the night, and now I have nowhere to go." The bluebird started to cry, and the 5 friends felt very sorry for him. They knew they had to do something to help. "Don't cry," said Finian, the blue-hat dwarf. "We will help you build a new nest." The bluebird stopped crying and looked up at the dwarfs with big, hopeful eyes. "Really? You would do that for me?" he asked. "Of course we will," said Oliver, the green-hat dwarf. "That's what friends are for." So the 5 friends got to work. Benny, the yellow-hat dwarf, ran off into the forest to collect some branches for the nest. Meanwhile, Luna, the purple-hat dwarf, gathered some soft moss and leaves to make a comfy bed for the bird to sleep on. Dory and Finian worked together to tie everything together with some strong vines they found on the ground, and soon they had built a beautiful new nest for the little bluebird. As they were working, Oliver kept making funny faces and jokes to keep everyone's spirits up. And even though they were busy, he managed to make them all laugh several times with his silly jokes. "Hey, did you hear about the mushroom who became a doctor? He really had a lot of fungi," Oliver said, and then he laughed at his own joke. Even the blue bird cracked a smile. It was nice to see him smiling again. After a while, Benny came back with a bunch of sticks. "Here, this will be great for the roof of the nest," he said, dropping the sticks on the ground with a thud. Together, the 5 friends finished building the nest. It was a cozy little nest, just the right size for a small bird to live in. It was high up in the tree, so the bird would be safe from predators. And it was made out of sturdy branches and soft materials, so it would be comfortable and warm. And as a final touch, Luna gently placed a small flower on top of the nest. It was a beautiful yellow flower that matched the bird's sunny disposition. The bluebird was so grateful to the 5 friends. "Thank you for helping me," he chirped. "This is the most beautiful nest I could ever imagine." Then he flew into the nest and fluffed up his feathers. It was a perfect fit. As the bluebird settled into his new nest, a beautiful rainbow appeared in the sky above the forest. It was a double rainbow, the like of which the bluebird had never seen before. He flew to the edge of the nest and sang a joyful song. His voice was sweet and clear and echoed through the forest. Dory, Finian, Oliver, Benny, and Luna clapped their hands and danced in a circle. They were so happy they had helped the bluebird. "He looks so happy in his new nest," said Finian, smiling. "And look at that beautiful rainbow," added Dory. "It's a good day to be a dwarf," said Oliver, laughing. The 5 friends continued to play and have fun in the forest for the rest of the day. They explored the sparkling river, climbed the tall trees, and sang songs with the other birds. They were happy and carefree and didn't have a single worry in the world. As the sun began to set, the 5 friends gathered round their campfire once again. The sky was filled with twinkling stars, and the air was cool and fresh. The bluebird flew down from his nest to join them. He was tired from a busy day of moving and needed to rest. "Thank you again for helping me," he said to the 5 friends. "I couldn't have done it without you." "It was our pleasure," said Dory. "We were happy to help." The bluebird snuggled down in the soft leaves and closed his eyes. The 5 friends sat around the campfire, watching over him as he slept. "What a good little bird," whispered Finian. "Yes, he is," agreed Luna. And what a lucky bird to have such wonderful friends. The bluebird slept peacefully under the twinkling stars until the moon was high in the sky. When he woke up, he felt refreshed and ready for a new day of adventures. He thanked the 5 friends again for their help and flew back to his nest in the tree. The 5 friends watched him go, and then they headed back to their own homes. They were tired from a long day, but they were also very happy. They had made a new friend and helped to brighten up his day. As they snuggled into their beds made of soft moss and leaves, they thought about all the fun they had. They had explored the magical forest, helped a bluebird in need, and made each other laugh with Oliver's silly jokes. They were grateful for their friendship and for all the wonderful things they had experienced together. And as they drifted off to sleep, they dreamed of magical forests, sparkling rivers, and happy birds. The next morning, when the sun rose and the forest sparkled with magical light, the 5 friends met up by their campfire. They sang and danced and told each other all about their dreams. And as they played and laughed, they knew they were the luckiest dwarfs in the whole wide world. The end. Always be kind and helpful.
Thanks for watching Story Spark. We hope you enjoyed our magical adventures. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more fun adventures. See you in the next story.